do? It's your boy Wavy. Stay Wavy TV, back at y'all with another one. Let's get it, man. So Boston went up 2-0 in the series against the Indiana Pacers. Tyrese Halliburton left the game with a hamstring injury. This is the same exact hamstring injury that caused Tyrese to miss multiple games in the regular season. So my prediction is he's going to be out for the rest of the series. A hamstring injury is not something that is day to day. We've seen Chris Paul have a lot of hamstring injuries, particular in the playoffs, man, that's caused him to miss literally the most important games of his NBA career. Some would argue it cost him an NBA championship when he was on the Houston Rockets with James Harden in that series against the Golden State Warriors. So with that being said, man, my prediction was Boston was going to win this series in 5 games, 4-1. But if Tyrese, even if Tyrese comes back, I'm gonna change this to a sweep. I think Boston's going to win this game in 4, and that is going to give them the edge against whoever they face in the NBA Finals, whether it's Minnesota or Dallas, because they're going to be rested. They're going to have time to prepare and look at tape of both teams and come up with the defensive scheme to work on both teams. Because I think the Dallas and the Minnesota series, I still have Minnesota winning that series in 6 games, but I could see that being a 6 or even 7 game series. So I do believe that Boston has to win these next 2 games. They got to make a statement. You understand what I'm saying? They're going up against a team that, listen, Indiana, I said this before in my past videos, the Pacers had no business being in the Eastern Conference Finals in the first place. The only reason they're there is because they went up against an injured Knicks team that had multiple players that was injured, and they went up against an injured Milwaukee Bucks team that had Giannis missed the whole series. Damian Lillard missed 1 or 2 games in that series. So that's the only reason why they're in the Eastern Conference Finals. So with that being said, man, Jaylen Brown dropped 40 points last night. Jayson Tatum, I think Jayson Tatum had 23 points. He had a very, very, very rough first half, man. He couldn't hit shots in the first half, but he came back alive in the second half. I think he scored like 19 points in the second half. And listen, guys, I've been saying this for a very long time, and I want to shout out Skip Bayless on Undisputed. He's also been saying this for years as well. Jaylen Brown is a better player than Jayson Tatum, and even though Jayson Tatum is the number 1 option on Boston, Jaylen Brown should be the number 1 option on Boston. Let me explain why. In the postseason, Jayson Tatum has a history of folding. He has a history of being a streaky shooter. He has a history of not playing up to par in important games. Now listen, Jayson Tatum has a lot of games where he's actually stepped up and he's knocked down the big shots. You understand what I'm saying? He's had games like that in the playoffs, right? But I'm talking about in the most important games where it actually matters, like when he went up against the Golden State Warriors, when the last time Boston was in the finals, Jayson Tatum didn't show up. You understand what I'm saying? He damn near disappeared, right? And listen, both of these players have flaws. Jaylen Brown, he has ball handling flaws. You understand what I'm saying? I think he has trouble going to the left. He has trouble dribbling the ball with his left hand, and he has trouble finishing in the paint with his left hand, right? So they both have flaws, right? But they're both very good defensive players, right? And they both are really good in the paint, right? But I just feel like Jaylen Brown, he's able to put Boston on his back. When Jaylen Brown is on fire, there's nothing that can be done to stop him from being on fire. Jaylen Brown, when he's feeling it, when he's the number 1 option, like last night where he drops 40, Boston's going to win every time. But Jayson Tatum, I notice whenever Jayson Tatum has a high-scoring game, like for example, and I saw this year they went to the finals. If you notice when Jayson Tatum drops 25 or more points, right? He's usually scoring, but his field goal percentage is not good. He usually misses a lot of shots. And what I've always hated about Jayson Tatum is he takes the worst shots. Like he's always jacking up these super contested 3-point shots. And Jayson Tatum is like 6'7", 6'8", has a long wingspan. There's plenty of times where Jayson Tatum can attack the paint and finish at the rim or hit a spin move or dunk or get to the free throw line, but instead he dribbles. He plays ISO basketball, and he just jacks up a three that's contested. He misses a lot of three-point shots. Jaylen Brown, in my opinion, has a higher basketball IQ. He has a better field goal percentage, and he just takes better shots. You understand what I'm saying? If Jaylen Brown, if he's shooting threes and he misses one or two threes, guess what Jaylen Brown does? He's either going to pass the ball or he's going to drive it to the rim. He's going to dunk on somebody. He's going to get to the free throw line, or he's going to make a layup. You understand what I'm saying? Jayson Tatum can miss 3 threes and he's going to shoot 10 more. You understand what I'm saying? He may make 4 out of 10 threes. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think separates Jaylen Brown and Jayson Tatum. It's the IQ. Jayson Tatum is a more streaky shooter. Like I said, he jacks up too many contested, poor basketball IQ 3-point shots when he's skilled to the point where he could easily just take it to the rim, try to dunk on somebody, go for the layup, or just get to the free throw line. So with that being said, I feel like if Jaylen Brown was prioritized more as being the first option, as to where Jayson Tatum plays the number 2, basically Jaylen Brown being Batman and Jayson Tatum being Robin. You understand what I'm saying? It's the same way how it was with LeBron and D Wade. I feel like Jaylen Brown would play the role of LeBron. Not saying Jaylen Brown is on the same skill level as LeBron, but I'm just saying it should be the same way how it was when LeBron and D Wade was in Miami. LeBron being the number 1 option on offense, D Wade being the number 2. That's how it should be. The team would just function better, and I think that they'll win more games. So that's my opinion, man. And it's unfortunate that he didn't make the all-team NBA, which I think is complete bullshit. I think Jaylen Brown is a superstar. He's the highest paid player in the NBA. And if you look at his performance in this NBA playoffs this year, he's proving why he has the highest paid contract in the NBA, man. Jaylen Brown is the real deal. You understand what I'm saying? He's just accepted the fact that Boston views Jayson Tatum as the number 1 option, and they view him as the number 2. So Jaylen Brown is not a player that's he's not gonna play out of character. He's not gonna do something that goes against playing his role on the team. He's gonna allow Jayson Tatum to be number 1. But if Jayson Tatum is struggling like he's been for a majority of this NBA playoffs, he's going to put the team on his back and he's going to take over. You understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, let me know what I want to know what you guys think about this, man. Who do you guys think is better? Do you think Jaylen Brown or Jayson Tatum is better? And who do you view as the number 1 option on this team? I'm really, really interested to hear your guys' thoughts on this, because I heard Cameron and Mace debating this on It Is What It Is podcast. And Mace agrees that Jaylen Brown is number 1. Cameron feels like Jayson Tatum is the number 1. But this is a very interesting conversation, because I believe that Jayson Tatum being the number 1 option is the reason why the Celtics haven't won a ring yet. I think if Jayson Tatum just told Jaylen Brown, look, man, I want you to be the numero uno and I'll be the number 2, I just feel like they would have already won 1 or 2 championships already, man. I think Jayson Tatum, him being the number 1 option, there's just too many games where I've seen him have a bad field goal percentage. It's kind of like when Kobe and Shaq stopped playing on the same team, and Kobe was just being a ball hog, just jacking up the worst shots possible. That's who Jayson Tatum reminds me of, like Kobe before Paul Gasol came to the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? So let me know what you guys think. It's your boy Wavy. Subscribe, thumbs up, leave a comment, share this video. I'm out. Let's get it.